So now let's talk about polymorphism in this video. What does polymorphism mean? Polymorphism means many shapes or many forms. Okay, so as we can see in our previous video in the inheritance section is that animal can be of different type. Like for example, dog, it can be cat, it can be human, it can be so on and so forth. Okay, so what happens is that these subtypes, for example, cat, dog, human, they have very something very common in them. They eat, they sleep, they move, okay, but they have some distinct features as well. For example, human can think better than other animals, better than dog, better than cat. Human can speak, but dogs cannot, cats cannot. So even though all are animal, but they have distinct features. So this distinct feature is called polymorphism. Okay, so I think it's a very simple example. So let's take a better look in the example. Okay, code example. So previously what we have done is that we have created one dog class, and which was extending features, properties and methods from the animal class. Okay, and if we get back to the main class and execute this, what we get is that speed acquired from the parent class 20, what we have passed as the parameter actually is acquiring from the animal class. Okay, and animal, there was another point that we mentioned here is that animal makes sound, and we printed something like this: animal can move at an speed 20. Okay, so let's create let's do something else. For example, let's get back to our animal implementation, animal class, and here we define a getter method. Okay. Mm, sorry. Okay, so now we have defined the getter method for the speed, since we will be needing this in other classes. So now let's get back to our doc class. So here so far there is no implementation. So let's take this method, move method, and get back to our doc class, paste it here, and now instead of this animal, let's write in dog can move at any speed. Instead of this here, let's acquire this from the parent class, super dot get speed. Okay, and also let's copy out this make sound function. So let's copy this and paste this here. Let's implement it as dog barks. Dog barks. Okay, so now let's get back to our code. Now instead of dog, let's do it this way: animal dog. Okay, we are creating the instance of animal class. Sorry, we are creating an instance of dog here. Okay, the same thing actually, we haven't changed anything. Just instead of dog class we are uh, just mentioning the parent class name. So if we execute this, so now as we can see, speed acquired from the parent class is 20. Dog barks, dog can move at any speed 20. So why hasn't it shown the output as the before, like it was showing like this animal can move at any speed 20, animal makes sound. Instead of this two is now showing dog barks, dog can move at any speed 20. Okay, why is it happening? Because we are this 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 is a property of polymorphism, okay, which is override. We are overriding the method of the parent class, and instead of the default implementation of the parent class, we are actually uh, creating a new form. Okay, we can also define it this way. We can also define it this way. So now what I would like to do is I would like to create another class cat, which is created already. I'm going to extend it from the animal as before. So nothing is different. I'm just copying the code from here, from the dog class to cat class. Okay, so instead of dog barks, I'm gonna uh, write it cat mews. And instead of dog can move, I'm gonna write cat can move at any speed. Super.get speed. Okay, so let's create another class which is human. So it also inherits the animal class. So let's get back there, and also it will have the same sort of implementation as cat and dog. So let's take it there. Let's copy and paste it. Here we write human speaks, and human also can move at any speed whatever is assigned to its parent class. Okay, so now get back to our execution class. So for dog, this is what happens. So for, I'm gonna copy this two more times. Okay, so this is going to be for cat. This is going to create a new instance of cat. I'm gonna define it 15. I'm gonna copy this and paste it twice. Okay, by the way, this is not the good way to do it, so let's refactor this. I'm gonna show you how to refactor it. Control Shift R. Instead of doing this, do it this way, cat, and instead of dog, do it cat. Okay, and also here let's create human object of class human or of type human. And as we have missed out, for cat I'm gonna assign 15, and for human let's assign 10. So if we execute it now, what do we get? So now see, dog barks, dog can move at an speed 20. Cat mews. Cat can move at any speed 15. Human speaks. Human can move at any speed 10. So animal have different types, different forms. This is polymorphism. Okay, this is polymorphism in object-oriented programming. Okay, so there is another property of polymorphism, that is method overloading. For example, uh, let's get back to dog. So let's say we have another move function here. Okay, by default we cannot do it because we already have defined one move function. So what if we have defined something else here, uh, parameter. Okay, so the basic condition of method overloading is that function can be different name, can be same return type, but the uh, parameter should be different. Okay, not necessarily the number of parameters, but necessarily the data type of the parameters. So for example, we can also define another move function here, which can have double n. Okay, so this is basically method overloading. This is also a property of polymorphism. As you can see, these are having different forms of same move function. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If you have any question, just comment below. Probably I will try to answer your questions, but this is basically the polymorphism. Same thing can have different forms. Okay, see you next time with abstraction. Thank you so much. Peace out.